the topic of the teachers leaving school early, what they may have been doing on the last day of class at middle school in Lafayette Parish. People have been going crazy based on the information that was released.
Yeah, because we
about
got
what
a press
happened.
release.
We got a press release from the district that really said they left school or they left on a school bus, and should they be able to now? I was talking about Facebook veterinarians and Facebook zookeepers. Well, welcome to the party, Facebook superintendents, okay, and HR specialists.
Yes.
Everyone just freaked out about that. Can you say anything about where the investigation is, what point, kind of where it's going?
Well, I'll say this. You probably issued a bad press release if everybody that's commenting on the KATC Facebook page agrees.
Yeah.
But if they all agree, it's the first time I've ever seen them all agree on anything, right?
and not get racial in 33 comments.
Right.
Really.
No, so, on Friday this was last Wednesday is when it was, right? So it wasn't even the last day of school. It was the last day of school was the day before. And then the teachers came in on the 25th to finish up their paperwork and their grading and everything like that for the year. So we got an email in the middle of the day saying that a group of our employees was riding around town going to bars on a school bus. And so we're going to investigate that.
It's a very different situation.
The way the press release, but I'm reading the press release, the way the press release was written, and I quote, "Witnesses reported the teachers were chauffeured to local restaurants aboard a school bus owned by a contract driver." I think it left the impression that, hey, they took off early and went to lunch.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody intended it to be that way. So
we're
talking bars?
We're talking at least one.
The
allegation, I know of.
The allegation was that it was a bar.
And now I don't believe any of the teachers did anything wrong. I'm glad to see that they're blowing off steam at the end of the school year. I'm glad to see that there's a principal that when the work is done, the principal sending them home early. I think that's great.
Yeah, because if your work is done, go home.
But what we're doing is we're investigating the fact that we got an email from a parent saying, "Hey guys, y'all have employees drinking in the middle of the day." So we're gonna investigate. That's it. So
and on a bus.
And
I think that's the hard part. It's not left early and got into some cars, which.
Or Ubered.
Or Ubered, yeah.
Or Ubered, right?
Some sort of safe way to do it, but okay, great. Well, that clears up a lot of, I think, the misconception about...
the misconception was entirely our fault.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the instances where if we had a PIO on staff, someone who was a little more accustomed to writing press releases, we might have gotten the pertinent information out to the public in a timely manner.
Mm-hmm. But didn't y'all kill the contract for that, or somebody killed the contract for that?
No, we know. I think we had one 2 or 3 years ago under Dr. Cooper, and then that department got downsized in one of the budget cuts these past 2 years.